So a lot of times we get asked to come out to a property and they're interested in quail, or they had quail, and then they say, I don't know what happened. I used to have quail, now I don't. This forest behind me is a pretty standard example of what I see on a lot of site visits, right? It's a dense mid-story, carrying a fair amount of timber volume in terms of the pines, and way too dense of a mid-story, a hardwood mid-story. And if you look at the ground, it's low in plant diversity. It's got a lot of thatch in there from the pine needles, and it's not very diverse. This is not quail habitat, okay? So when people ask me, hey, what do I do? The first thing is you got to come in here, is you got to recognize that something did change. This stopped being managed. It may have been quail habitat at one point. Probably 10 years ago, when this got thin for the first time, it probably was supporting a low density of quail, okay? But it succeeded, the plant community kept going, and it's very obvious to me that fire was excluded. So if you stop thinning, you stop burning, quail are going to disappear. So what we would do in this is a basic prescription. You come in, you're going to thin these pines down. Now there's going to be some market objectives there that landowners may or may not have to deal with, and that's fine. We'll work with the landowner on that to make sure we can balance that to the degree as possible. But we got to get more sunlight to the ground, and we got to disturb this forest. So we got to thin this forest, get rid of these hardwoods, get rid of some of the pines that maybe we can get rid of, hopefully if there's a market for them, and we've got to reintroduce fire to this stand. And when that happens, that combination of more sunlight on the ground, more space, and more disturbance from fire, that plant community is going to respond. And if there's any quail within the neighborhood, I guarantee you they're going to respond to.